Well, good morning. No, the VTR hasn't broken down. No, I haven't run out of fuel. What I'm doing is being a good neighbour. I'm walking the bike down to the end of the street before I start it, so I don't wake too many people up, because it's early. It's not 7 o'clock yet, so it's supposed to be dry all day. So I've decided to take the bike out. And what I'm going to do is give you some great advice this morning, and that is, don't watch this video. And if you come back to me, I'm out of breath now, look. If you come back to me after the intro and you don't listen to my advice, I'll explain why. Well, good morning. If you're still here and you didn't listen to my advice, let me explain what I'm talking about. So, I'm not a big fan of social media. I'm not a big fan of the way it controls your life. I've had several experiences where it's clearly listening to what you're saying, because without actually searching anything on Google, just having a conversation, you then see adverts pop up on your Faceturd and your Twatter and your Nan. So I'm not a huge fan of it. What I do every now and then is just have a complete detox. So what I'll do is I will delete the apps from my phone. At the moment I've got no Instagram, no Facebook, no Twitter. I don't have TikTok anyway, because I find that is just an absolute time killer. So I've deleted them off my phone because I was getting into a situation, and it was only when I realised what was happening after watching a video by Peter Mckinnon, which I'll link in the description, who is an awesome, massive channel, but an awesome tech guru, but really good at just being a sort of a life coach and stuff like that. But basically he's got this phrase which apparently has been around for a little while now. My daughter recognised it when she heard it, called doom scrolling. Now that is basically when you open up a social media app, whether it be any of the big 3 or 4, or whatever else people are using these days, but they just scroll and they're not really taking any information. They're looking at pictures, they are seeing adverts, and basically just scrolling through and using up valuable time. And bear in mind, time is the one thing we can't buy more of. So this doom scrolling is something that we all do. We don't realise we do it, we just do it, because every moment we've got free, what we do is we pick our mobile phone up, we put it in front of our face, it lights up, and we start wasting time on it, and we gain very little from it. Of course, I'm not saying anything about when we use it as a tool, because it is an exceptionally good tool, but I think the times we get out of it with positive stuff is minuscule compared to the time we waste on it, or it wastes on us for negative stuff. And the thing is, I watched a very good program on Netflix a little while back, and basically it was about how apps and Google and operating systems and other things on your mobile phone are designed to get your attention. If you haven't been on your phone for a little while, you've not looked at the screen for a little while, they know that, and they will send you a notification on one of your social media platforms to say something random like, hey, such and such has changed his status on Facebook, and it just gets you to open the phone up, because once you open the phone up, they've then got the opportunity to show you an advert, and that's pretty much how it works. They sell your data to the highest bidder, so that highest bidder can show you an ad for something. A little bit like the apps you buy, or the apps you get for free now, that for games or whatever, will have a timeout in between each level, so you have to watch an advert, and that's because the highest bidder has paid for your time, but you're not seeing any of that money. So yeah, every now and then I will just delete the apps, have a detox, and actually find that my life is slightly better because I'm not constantly staring at my phone taking in absolute nonsense. So going back to my initial bit of advice for you, turn off this video. What I want you to do is stop consuming and start creating. I'm not just talking about YouTube, I'm talking about creating life memories, experiences. So instead of watching someone else do something great, do something interesting, ride a motorbike in damp weather and 5-degree temperatures on a November morning, instead of doing that or watching that, get out and do something. Get out on the bike, get out on the push bike, just go for a walk if you're able to. You know, go and visit somewhere, go and see something where you're creating a memory instead of consuming someone else's. Now obviously I'm about to go on the motorway now, which is going to be no fun for anybody, including myself. However, I'm out on the bike, which is awesome because it's November and dry-ish days are rare. So get out, go and create something, make a memory, share that memory with the people around you, and you know, at the end of the day, I would like to thank you if you got this far for not listening to my initial advice, but I think you get the point. I hope you get the point anyway. So stay safe everyone, take care, have a very careful bonfire night, because I'm hoping to get this out tomorrow, which is the 5th of November. And if anyone outside of the UK doesn't know what bonfire night is, it's called Guy Fawkes Night, and it celebrates terrorists trying to blow up our government, which clearly is frowned upon now. Weird, eh? Anyway, stay safe, have a good one, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Forgot to put my glasses on, so I can't actually see what the speedo's reading. I'm sure that'll be a great excuse if the police stop me.